Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
No, you guys aren't ready for the bars. I can't lay down bars on you. You're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Freezer Bride, for the resub. Hello to you, too. Today, we are going to do some digging. It looks like. I don't think what we've discovered here is enough for a whole, I don't think it's a ton of content. I don't think it's like something I'd make a whole video on, but it looks like there's some goofy stuff involved here. So we're gonna do a little bit of live research on this strange website that I believe Danya, shout out, I believe is the one who sent it in the tip line in the Discord server. So everybody, thank you, Danya. And also welcome. So many different viewers in the chat. How is it going, everybody? I'm going to shout all of you out. Tim, the God of Death, what's up? Sodi, NB, Rat Ballista, fire name, Freezer Bride, String Rope Bat, Nicole, Random Twitch Streamer 62, awesome username. JM Lab, how's it going? Banana and Nat, wonder where you got that one from. And let's see who else. Johnny, Asuthiel, I don't know if that's how you say your name, but what's up? And Ella, we got Ella, also known as Erg32. How's everyone's day going, or night? The cult expands. While everybody tells me how your day is going, this is important. I need to know this. What's up, Pi? RWP. RW. While everybody does that, I'm, because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of words involved in today's episode. I might as well go ahead and, warm up my fingers. You know what I mean? Haven't done a lot of typing today, so I gotta make sure I'm... You know what? And also, I sliced my thumb this morning. See, I got a bandage on my thumb. I was cutting with a mandolin. I was cutting onions into slivers and some cucumbers to pickle. And let's just say I mandolined a little too close to the sun. I made my finger slipped a little bit and got a pretty deep cut in my thumb. However, injured thumb, can I still hit 130 words per minute? Let's find out. Can't believe I mistyped on the end there. Yeah, my hands aren't very warmed up. This is a disaster. Dude, I should go on Roblox and play those like typing games on Roblox and just destroy the kids who are typing at like 20 words per second or 20 characters per second. Or 20 per minute is what I just made it worse. I just made it even faster. Okay. 114 is real bad. Hold on. Let me just... My mom got rid of all the mandolins when I cut myself bad when I was 4. Very evil kitchen tools. Yeah, they're quite dangerous. What's up, Hockton? The mandolin I got, it came with, shout out to my brother who got it for me, came with like gloves, protective gloves that are like, knife proof gloves. And it also came with this like cup thing. I don't know how else to describe it, that you use like a plastic sheath over the food that you're cutting. So there's like 2 layers of protection that you're supposed to have when you use it. But the thing is, okay. The thing is, it's like, this is what people say about like riding a helmet with a bike. It's like, well, I don't want to ride or wear a helmet. That's stupid and it messes up my hair. But like, I will say, actually, the grabby cup thing that I'm talking about, it would have worked with the onions, but it just doesn't work with a cucumber. A cucumber is a long, like rod. You got to grip it. You can't just like press on it from the top. That doesn't work. So, and I actually cut myself when I was doing the cucumber. So I'll just say that. And then the gloves, it's like, okay, yeah, but am I gonna wear gloves every time I'm using a knife? No. And you just have to wash the gloves. They get food in them. It's like that's a little nasty. So, but it was my mistake. My finger slipped as I was doing it. I lost my grip and it went straight into the blade. And it was real bad, man. It hurt real bad. It was gushing. Okay, let me hit a quick 130 roll. Shut up. Stop talking. No, 124. Are you kidding me? Whatever. 124 is okay with me. That's all good with me. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, here's the website that was sent by Danya in Tipline. In the Tipline channel in the server. And so here's the deal. It is... All right, well, let's break it down, I guess. Start with the header of the site says free word template. Don't know exactly what that means. Oh, you might notice the title of the stream is Peruvian Printables. So that's because, there's not a lot of information we can gain from this at all. But, first things first, like first order of business, we got to know what this website's about. So you click About Us. That takes you to, well, a page called About US, actually. About the United States. But I'm going to assume that's actually a typo. I'm just kidding. I'm going to assume that's a typo. Is probably about the website, About Us. And so this claims that this website is actually called Printables Plus, your ultimate destination for all things printable. Now, here, wait. Hold on. I got to do something. I got to get like... have to get my detective music going. Wait, I should like compile a list of music that I use in my videos, and I could use that on stream. Anyways, I'm on a tangent now. There's our little music. About US. Welcome to Printables Plus, your ultimate destination for all things printable. If it can be printed, then it's going to be on this website, I'm sure. There's a bunch of other garbage about founded in 2023, something about an extensive array of ready-to-use printable resources. So you would think this is like some kind of like educational resource. And then you would also like further think that because the domain, if you notice, is .edu.pe. Now, you might be confused on what that exactly means. Let's break it down. First, the top level domain is .pe. .pe top level domain. So not pulmonary embolism. .pe top level domain is Peru. Okay? It's the country code top level domain for Peru. Now, here you can see, I don't know why this says third level domains. I don't know if that's a mistake. In my opinion, these are second level domains. But whatever. The point is that one of the second level domains below Peru is edu.pe for institutional or educational bodies. So my point in saying all this is that this is a domain that should be used for a site that is like, much like in the United States, you have like colleges, universities use .edu. That's already weird because this doesn't appear to be an institution of any kind. But, I guess they have printable things, the destination for all things printable for educators. So, okay, maybe. And then there's this picture. I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with printable anything, but sure. So we're starting off strong. We're starting off strong with really not knowing what's going on. But back to this main page, which this main page is actually, I guess, /en. I'm guessing for English, /en. But it actually isn't, because it just takes us to a page called en. And so I think what happens is, like, we can go to any page here. Wait. Okay, this is just the default. This is the default page. But I think we can go to, like, anybody in chat, give me a word. Give me a word in chat. Banana and nuts is a great one. Okay. So, yeah, so you can put in any word there, and it will take you to a page that, I don't know why the page is, like, constantly loading right now. It's, like, repeatedly trying to load these images and failing. But sure enough, it takes us to Banana and Nuts as the title of the page. And then from there, I mean, I don't even know. ChatGPT, log in or sign up to ChatGPT. Download ChatGPT. ChatGPT Portugal 234S. And the page keeps reloading, so it's taking me up to the stop. Another Banana and Nuts you can download? Wait. Okay, stop loading. Stop reloading. You can find and download another posts related to Banana and Nuts by clicking below. Thank you for visiting, and read this post about Banana and Nuts. Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure you can see this. No, this is probably the best thing to have. And then it's a series of images. Again, they're not loading. So if I click this, like... Okay, it didn't take me to anything about Banana and Nuts. It took me to literally a page called Image Alt 6. Image Alt 6. How to find missing image alt text amp attributes screaming. Web, find out how to use the free Screaming Frog SEO spider tool to crawl your website, check your alt text, and find missing alt text and all attributes quickly. And then just it's the most random, like, pictures that have nothing to do with this. Wait, oh yeah, the alt text on this image is actually called Careers Home Caleres. What? It's a Lego contraption. What is this picture? Images web feb 14/2/2023. Non-breaking space 018332. Less than source quote images. This is like HTML code that's been escape characters, like LT and GT are greater than less than signs. Non-breaking space is a space that doesn't break. Spring Farm Project Gallery, dude. David Pine, Donnie with the gifted sub, thank you. David Pine on Twitter. Zane is growing up so fast. https twitter.co. And it's like, yeah, this is just a picture of someone's dog from Twitter. But now, so the strange thing is, let me, hold on. I'm done with my detective music. Let's shuffle all music. Wait. Do you think there's like a Mario, Nintendo mysterious music 10 hours? Or mysterious Nintendo music for transcending into heaven? Hold on. You've reached an internet checkpoint. But so actually, so the question is, I mean, the first thing you think is like, obviously this is just an SEO farm. They have every page like that could possibly be conceivable. And it's just to drive, you know, you get Google search results and it's just to drive clicks to this domain. Now, I have my ad blocker on. So I don't know if there's normally ads on this page, but I don't think there was. So that's immediately confusing. What's the point if there's no ads? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. But yeah, there's like a search bar. And so does the search bar do anything? No. But you can pretty much just keep going forever on the site if you click onto other, like there's just always more, you know, you can find and download another posts always at the bottom here. So like for example, Katra archive on Twitter made these felt like sharing with the class. Okay. And so, what? Not what I thought was gonna come up here. Let me turn off the screen for a second and just vet the rest of this page. Okay, I mean, so no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, we have, I don't know, there's a character from something, I guess. And then there's this. The Beaning? Mr. Bean? So like, I don't know no idea what that is. And again, it's more of this, whatever this like cartoon character is. I don't know what this is from. Princesses of Power. But holy cow, all of the text is talking about XXXXXXXXXX super porn videos. XXXX Indian XXXX India Mia Khalifa. Like what? Okay. I mean, you know, that's gonna get some clicks, I guess. That's gonna show up on Google. No idea. Yeah, I don't know what makes porn super. I don't know. I don't know, but this is super porn videos here. So, this didn't take long to get into like concerning territory. But yeah, it's clearly it's scraping. The text, you know, may or may not just be like AI generated garbage. I mean, it's pretty much incomprehensible. So that's probably the case. And then the images are very clearly just scraped off of social media platforms. So far, we've seen multiple references to Twitter in particular. And it's interesting because the images and the text don't even seem related whatsoever. And in many cases, the images aren't always even related to each other. Most of them are on this page, but not all of them. If you go to a punctuation mark, it breaks the website. Go to like just put a question mark, or what do you mean? Or like what's a Yeah, okay, it just has no results for that. But yeah, so like back here, let me just make sure. I'm gonna do this off screen for a second. Yeah, so like reverse image searching this, you know, you just get results from social media. It's from She-Ra. She-Ra is the show, I guess. Just random, the most random pictures. And then it's giving us more related stuff. Okay, again, I'm really quick. I'm just going to click this off stream just to double check. I mean, I'm not sure if there's any, you know, there may be no restriction to the kind of images that could show up on this page, so you just gotta be a little careful. But here you go. We clicked another link, took us to more stuff about this character, Katra. Also, this. Also, use your Google account for YouTube help. And then, guess what comes down at the bottom? NFL Draft Day 1. We are live. The draft is here. The wait is over. Now in Facebook Live Hits and Jams 94.1 Boom FM. And then, LA riots go national, spread across U.S. Judge denies Newsom allows. Or maybe even live Cory Booker goes for floor speech. Record live Cory Booker goes. and it's like, so the text is like, okay, the text is almost never related to the header. The header is about Cory Booker. The images are about, this is Cory Booker. This is not Cory Booker, but I'm guessing it's a video of somebody talking about it. But, you know, interspersed with these images, you got Cory Booker going like, and then you got Outlook free personal email and calendar from Microsoft. Okay, and then down to the bottom, we get back to the Cory Booker. But it starts off, I mean, with just Outlook. Sign in to access your Outlook email. So. Oh, somebody mentioned the JamLab page. Yeah, we have to go to the JamLab page. You know they got a page on everything. So here's our page on JamLab. Officiell YouTube Hilfe in der Tipps und Lernprogramme. So we're in German now. For some reason, we got some German text going on there. I don't think, frankly, it had enough results on JamLab. It couldn't find any images for JamLab. It did find another JamLab you can download though. So yeah, look, I mean, so far the description of the website, free word template, okay. There's lots of words on the page. So, and they are free. And if you wanted to, like, let's say I'm teaching, you know, a class about, what's a good topic? The French Revolution. Check this out. The French Revolution.html. Okay. So I'm a teacher and I need a printable worksheet about the French Revolution. Keep in mind, this is all about printables. Peruvian printables. Okay. So you look up the French Revolution and now you print this out and you've got a worksheet for your students. I hope this letter email finds you well. Hello world. Would one ever use I hope this finds you well at the beginning of a letter email in French? If not, is there something similar that could be used by way of an introduction? Many thanks. From 2013, by the way. This is so specific, I feel like I could search it and like actually find a result. I found it. Wordreference.com forums. Hello, would one ever use I hope this finds you well at the beginning of a letter email in French? It's actually from 2006. This thing is scraping every corner of the internet. It's scraping the ancient tomes of the web. I feel like this AI is still learning how to build worksheets. Yeah, it's behind. It's a little behind. As I've said before, I would think this is called ChatGPT -3, or I guess now we're on ChatGPT 5. So this is ChatGPT -5. This is the real early primitive models. Now, there's more questions. I mean, I think we could probably go on all day just like clicking on different pages here that would take us to different stuff. Well, I guess let's see what the contact page is. Okay, just a Google form. Just a Google form. And then home is... Oh! Wait. Okay, home... The home page is actually something a little different. Home page is printable letter paper can be a valuable education resource. This is some consistency with them being about printables, especially for children learning to write or practicing penmanship. And you know what? I think there's no better way for children to practice their handwriting than by filling out an IRS tax form. Am I right or am I right? Just an image of a W-9. Not even the whole thing. A cropped image of a W-9 form. From 2018, by the way. The 2018 revision of the W-9. Oh! Wait, did we see this? The word simultaneously is linked here. It's a hyperlink, and it takes us to a site called lisaprintable.com. Let me once again vet this off stream really quick. It's been vetted. Oh, no, it hasn't. It didn't finish loading. At first, okay, wait. Excuse me. This is not a www.lisaprintable.com. This is a www17.lisaprintable.com. This is a www17. That is horrifying. So this is a not secure page. But yeah, the first thing it did was take me to just a blue screen here. And it looks like that did nothing. It eventually redirects to the WW17. Worldwide 17, exactly. But there doesn't appear to be anything on this page. I mean, like... Okay, the only thing we have is... Oh, an image. There's supposed to be an image. Huh. Okay, there's supposed to be an image. uBlock is blocking it. Let me proceed really quick. Oh, guys. Okay, you're gonna love this image. Hold on, you're actually gonna love this image. So it's a 1 pixel by 1 pixel image, and that pixel happens to be a white pixel. That is the contents of lisaprintable.com, everybody. WW17. WW17.lisaprintable.com. Okay, so that's strange, but maybe we can get somewhere if we look up results from Lisa Printable. Hold on. I'm getting serious now. I'm pulling out the VPN. Okay. So, the only result for lisaprintable.com is the homepage, the root page that we were just on. That didn't load anything. But the Google search result does say printable templates free for your everyday. Again, clicking on that does nothing. There's nothing here. Oh, okay. Wait, this time it loaded something, but it's just that the domain has expired. So it's just one of these, you know, where it just pops up some random advertisements. But yeah, there's no results. There's no other results for images or anything. Oh, that was AI. No, sorry, I'm working in Russian, I guess. Wayback Machine, that's a good question. That's a good point. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. Not loading with the VPN. Hold on, let me try over here. Okay. Wait, we did get... We have some snapshots from 2024. Whoa! Oh, wait. Printable gift card templates. Printable animal cootie catcher template. Free printable yard sale. Printable superhero template. Last Will and Testament, Canada, PDF. Printable, copyright 2024 printable templates. Now this is interesting. Because it looks like it's probably also like a garbage site, right? Let's see what happened in 2025. I mean, this has to be a garbage site. It looks like literally the same web scraper here. It looks like it's getting stuff from like forums or something. Because see, look, you have the same, like, there's a date included here and a timestamp. Here's a fun, easy Easter craft you can do at home or church with the kids. You probably already have all the supplies on hand. I call it the empty. But yeah, so it's like these automatically compiled printable templates, which I have to say is, you know, it's doing a better job at being about printable templates than this other site we saw. But does the scraper struggle with quotes? So the problem is, what happens is if you directly were to take text, like let's say I open a notepad document here, right, and I'm programming my HTML website. So you have like your HTML tag, your body tag, you have a paragraph tag, and be like, I'm a paragraph. Yippee, right? But here's the problem that you can see, right? If you're just collecting and scraping text straight from the internet, what if somebody types, I don't know, a little emoticon that's like a guy with a pointed nose like this, okay? What happens if you're directly copying this text and putting it into an HTML document, it will break. The HTML will not be able to compile because this is a reserved character. This is part of the syntax of the HTML document. And the same thing goes for other special characters like ampersand and quotation marks. Sorry, there was something on my 6 key and I was getting off. So what happens is those characters get escaped. And the way that you escape those characters in HTML is by using certain use an ampersand, and then you use, there's like some of them have like names, like I said, the non-breaking space. So that's how you would make a non-breaking space, or you have like the less than and the greater than signs instead of actually typing them, and then like quote. So that's the answer as to why when it web scrapes like that, a lot of the special characters they look weird. It's like trying to escape them, but it's not doing it properly, if that makes sense. So like something is going wrong where it's turning this into the escape character, but then it's also not the actual escape character. Otherwise it would just turn back into what it's supposed to be. Instead it's just the actual text form of that. But yeah, so we can click on one of these, and of course none of these are archived, but if you look at the well, you can't really see, but the link that this would take us to is lisaprintable.com/en. Notice that the directory structure of this domain is the exact same as the Peruvian one we were on. /en and then /printable-lizard-template.html. That was the original URL that this would have taken to you to. So it looks exactly the same way as this functions, basically. In fact, let me look up printable lizard template HTML. Okay. No luck with that. Man, really? I thought maybe we could get something printable out of this site. But alas, apparently not. Where were we? Okay. So what we know so far now is that there used to be this lisaprintable.com. It was also a content farm. I'm not sure whether it had advertisements on it or whether maybe when you clicked on these, there was some kind of affiliate links, some kind of method of making revenue, right? But it was at the very least consistent. It may have been all over the place. I know those seem like oxymorons. The content was all over the place, right? You go from printable nutcracker template to printable fluid intake chart template to printable papercraft gun template. However, and then look at the text. Like the text for this, Crash. You can't even see this. Hold on. Let me. Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. Luffy from One Piece. Nier Automata. Jujutsu Kaisen. Like what? So it's very clear that these are related in more than one way. I mean, it looks like even the same technology that's generating these random web scraped outputs. Okay, somebody said, what did somebody say? To go to web.html? Is that what it was? I can't find the message now. Okay. Well, that did nothing, right? Or it's supposed to be n/en/web.html. Okay. Okay. I remember seeing this. In the chat. Yes. So the Design Trends 2023. And this page is a slightly different format. We've got related posts at the top here. Let's see. What is the next design trend? Near next to 50 next. This could be like an ARG. I love that people are just out here accidentally creating ARGs. It's awesome. Like, I should create one of these intentionally and make it an actual puzzle for my fans to solve. Like, what is it? Mate 70 Pro Harmony OS? Should I look this up off stream? Oh, it's the Huawei, the phone. That's the name of a phone. What does that have to do with next design trend? Okay, so that is a good overview of the strange stuff that's going on this site, and apparently Lisa Printables, which I guess is the predecessor of it. Again, not a lot of answers involved in that, but that's the premise of where we are so far. Now we need to dig in deeper about what is this domain. It's Cholonautas. Okay, we know it's a Peruvian site. That sounds like a Peruvian name of something. Now, if you look up Cholonautas, then you get some interesting results. Okay. You immediately see a YouTube channel. This is like Institute of Peruvian Schools, Peruvian Studies, right? universities. I don't actually. What does estudios mean? Institute of Peruvian Studies, I guess. You see another site here, IEP. That's the Institute of Peruvian Studies, and it's got a page for this school or this institution, which says 2000 to 2006. Sure, let's hit it with a quick translate. So it says Cholo Nautas aimed to foster a virtual academic community for the development of social sciences in Peru. Blah, blah, blah. This initiative was funded with support from the World Bank and UNESCO. So, like, this was an entity. This was an institution at some point. Briefly, I guess. I mean, 2000 to 2006. It sounds like it's defunct. Now, that's important because that's the only way that the domain could exist in the first place. Like I said at the beginning, this is a .edu.pe domain, meaning in order to register it, you are required, the Peruvian, registrar that manages the domains for the domains and the second level domains for Peru.pe, requires proof that of you being an educational institution in order to register this. So this domain was registered by the actual institution. Now, the question is, how did it then become this? How is that possible? And it's not like I know the answer to that, but it's a very good question. So, the obvious, or maybe the most obvious, the most likely. Oh, remove docs. The site is still running. Wait, like you're telling me if I go to this, it'll just be. Wait, you said that like a long time ago, didn't you? I'm sorry for ignoring it for so long. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is so weird. So the docs page, almost fittingly, is only about documents. But if we go to the regular page without that docs subdomain, without the docs subdomain, it looks just like the Lisa Printables. Now, this does not. Oh, look, they even have dark mode. Okay, I mean, that's huge. I forget everything I said. This is the most legit site ever. They have dark mode. And you love a site, they always like make you want to refresh when you switch themes. No, this one has a smooth transition that you can toggle it while the page is still loaded and active. Talk about web design. Now, so obviously this doesn't answer the question, the big question, which is, again, how does a once institution become this? And that's a good question. The most likely answer I can think of, because here's the thing, the domain has to be renewed. It's not like you just buy this domain and it exists forever. Most likely you have to keep renewing it with the registrar, right? Now, there could be reasons for why that happens. Like, let's say the institution, whatever, they have this like automatic renewal for the domain that they had set up way back in the day. I don't know. And it's just still going. Or the domain, maybe the institution shut down, it's no longer active, but there was archived information sitting on that server. And so they still wanted to keep paying for the domain. And so that's why they kept renewing the domain all these years. They never stopped renewing the domain. Somebody has to be renewing it though. And without the credentials to renew it, it should theoretically not be, they shouldn't be allowed to be renewing it. They shouldn't be able to own this domain if not with the credentials of being an institution. Now, I'm not from Peru. I don't know how, organized or not disorganized the Peruvian registrar is. So maybe it's just, there's some that they're letting slide that they shouldn't let slide. This is something that's gone under the radar. But it's very clear to me or I think the most likely explanation is the classic, which is that the site was compromised. And you saw this in other of my videos. Like there was one, it was a Romanian university, a Romanian technical institute, I think. Romanian Technical Institute. In fact, I bet I could find it right now. Romanian Technical University. No, I don't remember what it was called. Romania Institute of Technology, maybe? Institute. But my point is, let me try to find this. Oh, this might be it. I'm not sure. No, I couldn't find it. But yeah, it was like a Romanian Institute of Technology. And it was one of the infinite storefronts that I found. So you'd look up this domain, and you could go to like images, and you would just get this random garbage, like any of the infinite storefronts. And so the obvious, like, they're not like the university isn't running that, you know, like some kind of scam in the background. What has to be the answer is that some scammer sent an email, you know, pretended to be like, you know, there's all kinds of different methods, but in some way was able to compromise to get, you know, credentials to log in to their server, and then set up the scam and get the infinite storefront, if you will, running. And so I assume that is what happens with something like this. It's the same probably scenario. Now, what happens if we click one of these? Because we're now on a different page, free printable download. I mean, it is a completely different page for whatever reason. If we click this, redirect. We're not on the same domain. We are on blog.payrollschedule.net. And I see sponsored, so this does have an advertisement. So here's a revenue source. Here's an explanation for like why or how this is profitable. Ad block is on, so I'm not seeing it, but clearly there's an advertisement here. Information, including printable templates, is solely for informational purposes. Right. What? The headings just slowly get more unhinged. That are creating our feelings. It would be fun to collect all the original words to compile another list. A horizontal way next to NVC cards. I want you to understand me. I want you to stop rejecting my code reviews. I'd like you to feel more confidence in yourself. What? Oh. OrenJSofer.com. Communications is a flow of understanding. There's at least 3 different printables here. Okay, there's at least 10 different printables here. There is at least 30 printables here. Wow. Okay, most of them are nonviolent communication, NVC. I did see something that looked like an accounting form. No, okay. I thought it was this. It is nonviolent communication worksheet. It just has client information. No, this is like, what? Hello? I already showed it on stream. I mean, it's a person's full name, address, phone number, email? That's not good. This is like violating HIPAA or something. How is this on? Hello? How what? Hold on, wait. Let me do something really quick. Because I don't know if I even want to show what comes up. But I'm going to reverse image search this. Because that's just crazy. And by the way, guys, these images aren't hosted on this domain, on this server. They're hosted on, yeah, okay, they're hosted on WordPress. My bad. This is a WordPress site. I forgot we're at a different domain now. So they are hosted on WordPress. Let's see. Well, I reverse image search and now look what's coming up. Free educational worksheets? Is this the same site? Worksheets.clipartlibrary.com. Did my mysterious music end? Okay, we need new mysterious music. We need, here we go, Nintendo Elevator Chill Mix. That Nintendo's music, come on. Okay, anyways. Worksheets.clipartlibrary.com. This is crazy. And this is kind of sad. Again, it is a person, their name is redacted this time, but just more actual personal information about a person. And these forms are coming from carepatron.com. What is care? Hold on, let me look up carepatron.com. Carepatron. Carepatron, healthcare practice management software. Software company in New York. Guys, yes or no? Are we gonna find under over 30 seconds? How fast will it take us to find AI on this website? Ava AI, done. Stop the timer. But that's just an AI chat bot. Oh, there we go. AI scribe handles the notes. Boom. That was definitely less than 30 seconds. For the double whammy, too. Not just the AI chatbot, but also the, here's how AI can talk to your clients for you. Oh, this makes me so mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Focus on the person in front of you. AI scribe handles the notes. If you're focusing on the person in front of you, then you should be listening to what they're saying. What? AI, can you record everything that my patient says? Because I don't give a crap. I don't give a damn, okay? I don't give a shit, okay? So just record it for me, and then when I go home and I'm taking a shower, I'm taking a bubble bath later tonight, maybe you can just read it out to me. I can skim through it. No, I'm actually so mad. Like stuff like this with like education. Stuff with education, healthcare, where you are literally basically just saying, I'm not going to do my job. I don't give a shit about anybody. I don't care about human beings, and I don't care about my job. I'm sorry. That's what you're doing. It's evil and terrible. You are evil. I'm sorry. Valid crash out. I don't care what any of you say. Valid crash out. And like, look at this. So you're like, oh, check the HIPAA box, please. Please, make sure I don't leak any patient information. I'm seeing 4 big numbers in boxes. Three numbers in boxes. Where? Oh, wait, it's 2. It's yeah, and very not box-like, but definitely 2 big numbers with pluses. 2 big numbers with pluses. There you go. Have you seen the Prego AI bot that wants to record people's dinner conversations? Yes! It's like, has to be a joke though, right? I haven't heard about that since like 4 big numbers in boxes. There we go. Just can't stop it. 3 big numbers in boxes. Dude, this page is full of it. That's crazy. Your time back, your clients first. The pitch is, hey, don't do any work so that you can just jack off all day, but also your clients will still be first. We still put your clients first. What's the equation? What's the equation there? Don't do any work, but also it'll still be a good outcome. Whatever. Anyways, so here's this horrible company that is just apparently also leaking patient information, patient forms that are ending up on scraped, auto-generated, AI-generated websites. How about that? How about that? In fact, this almost like, does this call for like a... Maybe we need to take stock of where we're at. Okay. We start at, what was it called? Wait, what was it? Choconautas? Choconautas? Okay. .edu. .peru. Bang. This website actually had a predecessor. That's little, what was it? Lisa Printables? Lisa Printables. Bang. Lisa Printables is the hold on. I need my red string. I need my red string. Lisa Printables becomes this, I guess. Then this becomes, what is it now? Blog.payrollschedule.net. Let's go ahead and let's make this actual text because it's bothering me how ugly it looks. My handwriting is not good enough for this. Okay. Choconautas. I don't even know if this is what it was called. We're just gonna call it that. Oh, any font recommendations? Cholo Nautas. Cholo Nautas. I wonder what that means. Where did this piece of drywall come from? There's a crumb of drywall on my finger. I mean, I know where it probably came from the ceiling, but oh yeah, guys, if you missed it, if you weren't here for the last stream, there's a blanket on my ceiling now. I put this up. It drastically improved the acoustic quality in my room. And I recorded a video, and the recording quality on that video was so much better. I mean, it's not like like without headphones, you don't really, no, it doesn't matter that much, but trust me, it was better. Also, that just messed up my webcam for whatever reason. This webcam is so bad, dude. I'm unplugging it. It's like made everything washed out now. Look at this. My hand is bright white. Terrible webcam, guys. Do not ever, whatever you do, webcam. Is this... was that the webcam? Yes. Okay. Next thing to upgrade is my webcam, huh? Okay. Back here. Cholonautas. Wait, did I get any font? I got Papyrus Comic Sans. Okay, let's hit Papyrus. Cholo is a Mexican or Hispanic man often associated with gangs. True. And Nautas would be like knots. Okay. But what is that? But then I don't understand what that has to do with like why is an institution named that? Like I've heard Cholo. I didn't really piece together that that's what it meant. Because like in my mind that's like contextually doesn't make sense why that would be the name of a educational institution. Okay, we're gonna do Papyrus for Lisa Printables. I think it's fitting. And then we're gonna do, because Dargoriox is screaming it, I'll do Copper Black. For, what are we at now? Blog.payroll Schedule.net. Blog.payrollschedule.net. So that's where we're at now. And now, the strange thing about blog.payrollschedule.net is that it has this image. Hold on, let me get my red string out. It has that. This music is fire, by the way. This is such a good remix. It has this image which we're going to copy and paste over here. And we're just going to redact this. But look at this. Look at this, guys. So put a pin in this, okay? This is important. Because the thing about this, we're gonna need more room here. Holy cow. Hold on. Is that it now has led us to another site. Well, first of all, it comes from care patrons. Dude, why can't I draw boxes right now? Care patrons. And now I need to choose a terrible font for this, so we're going to do Comic Sans. And we're just going to draw a little bit of poo-poo caca. Okay. There we go. A little bit of stink emanating. So here's Care Patrons, which is some AI garbage platform. But that's also led us to another site, which appears that it may be very similar to this other printable thing. And this one is called clipartlibrary.com. Worksheets.clipartlibrary.com. And I accidentally opened Steam there. Whoopsies. What's another font? What's another font I got recommended? Impact. Okay. Worksheets.clipartlibrary.com. You like that box? Really capturing that text there. So this is where we're at so far. Okay. This is where we're at so far. Now, we need to take a better look at worksheets.clipartlibrary. Let's just go to the main page. Wow, man, if this doesn't look like every website I've ever seen in my life in the past year. Discover thousands of free worksheets. Explore worksheets? Try AI tools. Try them now. AI powered tools. Like, what does this even mean? AI powered tools, learning made smarter, AI services. Worksheet constructor, create worksheet. Homework help. Generate 6 images in one go. Holy. I didn't know AI got this advanced. We now have a tool called Generate 6 Images. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Before now, I mean, we could only generate images. I mean, like, we could generate 1 image, maybe generate 2 images. This is the Generate 6 Images tool. Oh my god. Oh my god. Recently generated galleries? Is this real? Are there real users of this site? Okay, maybe. Someone had some fun with T-Rex Albert Einstein. Oh yeah. Okay. I just know someone's got a cool teacher. Someone's got a cool teacher, you know what I'm saying? It's like a pug that's like Super Saiyan and has like Tung Tung Sahur Bat. The amount of time it took you to write this, it's like, it's almost not even worth the output that you got. How long does it take you to write this? Imagine this. Such a vivid imagination of what you want. And then what you get is this. Anyways. So this, I mean, this may or may not be a legit website, but how can you be called worksheets.clipartlibrary? And then you have, I don't know, everything from AI text detector to AI health assistant? What? And I mean, it's just the classic design patterns for icons and boxes. Classic emojis, you know, classic SEO text with emojis because it's all ChatGPT output. Okay, but so what is on this site? What does Explore Worksheets do? It looks like we have. Ooh, this might be kind of like our other printable sites where I could put in anything here. I don't know. Let's see. No. That it didn't like that. It took us back to the home page. Huh. But maybe what we can do, right, is like do a search and see what comes up here. Hold on. This is like definitely. This is definitely a more legitimate website. Is it still a content farm? I mean, it's almost admitting such by being so AI forward. Like it's probably all AI curated stuff, but at the very least, it's coherent. Everything that we're getting is worksheets. It may be nonsense, like what? I guess we got rid of it. But we had the one that was, you know, one of these non-violent communication worksheet things that was just like patients' names on it. So obviously there's like some ridiculous stuff here and just infinite content. I mean, can you even call these like this isn't a worksheet. This isn't a printable worksheet. This is just a picture. This is just a picture. It's a picture of an emotional support animal card, I guess. There's no worksheet to that. So this is just a content farm. It's still a content farm in the sense of it being just collecting random images from the internet. Also, I just realized when I unplugged my webcam, it went into terrible frame rate mode. Hold on, I can fix it. You can generate dog fake IDs in 2026. Yeah, that's the pinnacle of technology now. Okay, there we go. Frame rate recovered. Quality assured by the Worksheets library team. Reviewed for educational accuracy and age appropriateness. Yeah. This must be the same team that reviews YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. Show answer key and explanations. What? What is this? Final answer. The card shown is an ESA identification card for a dog named Bella. Now, it claims full public use under the ADA, Americans with Disability Act, but note that this claim is incorrect, actually. See, as of 2026, under current law, ESA animals are not guaranteed automatic public access rights like service dogs are. So, important clarification for students. Just because something says required by law on card doesn't mean it's true. And that's the worksheet. That was the point of this worksheet. It was actually a quiz. It was a pop quiz for your students to see if they can, use critical thinking with this dog named Bella. So yeah. Final correct answer. You give this to your students. Their short answer response should be something along these lines. The card incorrectly states that ESA animals have full public access under the ADA. Of course, they don't. Therefore, the statement on the card is false. Reviewed for educational accuracy. Remove worksheets from the URL. He's in his own world. I'm seeing some of the text. Guys, gotta go at my own pace. You don't understand. We're gonna get there. There's just more content to juice first. Trust me, there's so much more to try. Okay. Enhanced by Google. Okay. So yeah, so it's just a collection of random images. Really strange. I guess we could try reverse image searching this one. eBay? Holographic ESA emotional support animal ID card. What? Pick click. Customize emotional support. It's always like a circle of trash. Anytime you jump into the circle of trash, you just find out that it's a circle. It's not a line. You're just going to find that the trash you're looking at came from some other trash. Yeah, we're doxing dogs right now. Okay, so this image also exists on an image called... Oh my god. What? So this image also exists on this page, which is pickclick.com. And this is supposed to be a fast eBay searcher, it says. It looks like a giant eBay feed, but just really condensed. I mean, it looks like I'm looking at a Sears magazine, you know what I mean? It's an infinite. I think it's infinitely generating. Why does the bottom of this page say, "You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world"? Thank you, PickClick. So it's an infinitely generating... Is all this stuff really from eBay, though? Like... Here, let me check out this one. Hold on, What happens if I click it? Yeah. Yeah, it takes you to eBay. That's interesting. Here you go. So PickClick gets the thumbs up from me. It's just eBay, but without without the ads, I guess. Now the real question is why that card was on eBay. Well, no, actually, the better question is why it's on the worksheets page, I guess. Okay. So now what we're gonna do... You know what, Mango? So now we're gonna go to justclipartlibrary.com. We were on worksheets.clipartlibrary. Obviously, that page was all about worksheets. But what is just clipart library? Okay. Free clipart library. This is... Oh, that was a search bar. Okay, I thought it was just a white box. Free clipart library. Download thousands of graphics. And it looks like it's basically is the same site. Except it looks a lot worse, which is interesting. Like, design-wise, this looks a lot worse. But it's got the same tools. You know, edit any image. Generate 6 images. Not 1, not 2, not 3. No, not 4. Not even 5. 6 images. And then create worksheet. And yeah, like this just takes me to the worksheets.clipart library thing. I really hate that AI has like co-opted the gradient just in general. Like if you see especially a cool colored like purple and bluish gradient, instantly it's AI. Instantly. Convert to dog? Yeah, wait, what? What you can do with our free AI image editor. No skills needed. You can make a clip art, I guess. Or you can just do nothing. Or no, this is just where you... Okay, this is showing where you start from. So you could start from a Christmas tree clip art. You could add Santa and make him at the beach. But then you could make it a coloring page. But then you could make it real life. But then you could make it a dog. And yeah, it's just... Guess it's just a collection of clip art. But I gotta know, like, surely there's gotta be something I can do to find more, like... So, like, if I go to cat.html, that doesn't exist. So the pages that exist are very specific. Which is weird to me. If I search cat... Okay. Clip images of a cat is the URL that cat images exist on for whatever reason. But I guess if I can search anything, like I could search JamLab, right? Okay, we get phonics. Phonics? And what is CVC? Hey, I'm fine with phonics. I can mess with some phonics. Okay. So that was clipart library / worksheet library. Again, worksheet library mogs clipart library in terms of design. Like, come on. 10,000 plus worksheets, free forever. Free clipart library is over here like, you know, I don't know, convert the dog? Major downgrade. Okay, but the real thing that we have to keep searching is payrollschedule.net. This has got to be the most confusing one so far. So blog.payrollschedule.net It says printable templates free. Why is the home page? The home page is the nonviolent communication worksheets. Why is that the home page? Wait, what? Okay. I cleared my cookies. And now we're at what looks a lot more like a home page. Talking about printable templates, DIY templates. So how do I get this to change? So I could say like a clam. Okay, nothing for that. I could say like stoop. Okay, nothing for that. I could say like blob. Okay, nothing for that. What's a printable thing? Letter. Okay, nothing for that. Well, maybe like tax. Maybe like taxes. Okay, how do I find anything on this page? It's like this page can only. What? How did I ever get anything on this page then? Like, okay, I got here by, what was it? By reverse image searching this. And then what was the actual link that it gave me? No, that was worksheets clip art. Wait, how did I get here again? How did I get here? Wait, hold on. Not to derail, but I'm seeing theworksheets.com. Search 50,000 plus worksheets curated by experts. Curated by experts. Clam. Why is there never any search results? Okay, there we go. Spelling worksheets. I gotta look up more teacher related stuff, I guess. url.theworksheets/9ht. All of them are 4-letter. This is so strange. I have to assume that this would have ads on it if my ad blocker was off. But yeah, it's just like, this is just like a whole genre of website. Is these sites that just collect worksheets, and they're not actually, like, this is not even hosting them. It just takes you to a link where a worksheet is hosted. It is literally just compiling them. But I mean, this one is obviously different. Some of these are like much stranger. So I still don't remember how I got here. But we can go to payrollschedule.net. Okay, without the blog. And this gives us 2026 payroll schedule calendar. Okay, a payroll schedule is the time frame of the pay period and frequency at which employees are paid. I got that. This is strange. So it's more kind of like ChatGPT, like whatever, just explaining stuff that doesn't need to be explained. Then we have the company payroll schedule calendar United States. Every company ever, right? Like, not every, but so many companies. And then how often they pay, their pay schedule. Why? I don't know. Now we have recent posts on the right here. Recent posts. AC Nielsen Corp payroll calendar. Which just starts off again with, by the way, from 2022, from Tamar. Author Tamar. Let's see what Tamar has written. Wow, Tamar, quite the writer are you? Wow. Look at it, all on the same day, too. Look how many articles Tamar cranked out on the same day. Incredible. I mean, it's impressive, really, this guy's writing skills. But yeah, you click on one of these companies, and then there's an article, and it just says the same thing. A payroll schedule is the time frame of the pay period. Okay, yeah, got it. But... what? Yeah, and it's just random graphics about talking about when you get paid. It's just circling months. And then related posts, which are basically the exact same thing every time. Oh. Except this time we have links to other pages. Community.dynamics.com, Indeed.com, GD.com, GD, and Glassdoor. So almost like it's... these are the sources of the information on this page. It's so strange. And obviously the biggest question is, why was there blog.payrollschedule.net that has printable templates on it? What is that? Why? So, wait, did I try searching results from this site? Nothing. Nothing. Try web dot. Nothing. So I looked up site payrollschedule.net, and now I'm getting different image search results. I'm getting one from blog.payrollschedule, but I'm also getting one from read.payrollschedule.net and one from calendar.payrollschedule.net. Also, these are printables, printable coloring sheet thing, and printable calendar. So where does this take us? Oh, 403 forbidden. How about calendar? Not forbidden. Okay. Calendar 2026 printable. There's something undeniably satisfying about a blank calendar page. It represents a clean slate, M-365 days of untapped potential, new goals, and memories waiting to happen. Download and print calendar 2026 printable. And I mean, it's literally just a link to a JPEG. It's that, like, that's all it is. One for each month of the year. Oh, more than one. Okay, well, this one is all the months. And then we've got a different, a little bit of a girly pop design, maybe. Like suburban white mom. Wait, built with Generate Press. What is Generate Press? Build your perfect WordPress website with what? AI? Does Generate Press not sound like it would be AI?
In this quick video, I'm going to show you how Generate Press 1 can help you build beautiful and highly optimized websites. Generate Press allows you to pick from pre-built templates or build anything you want from scratch with our amazingly powerful global style system. In this case, we're going to use GeneratePress 1 and an entry from our site library. I'm going to go to GeneratePress and activate the site library, and when we open it, we can see a number of great templates for us to pick from. We're going to take this Harmony website template, our specific company, really new page. That's of minutes, we can have a fully functional home.
Like, no, what? It's like, what is this then? Why is this just a site with calendar on it? And do you think I can, okay, so like with blog.payroll schedule, I somehow got here and it was a different page. It was a customized page based on some cookies or something. Do you think I can do the same on this? And if so, how do I access that? I still don't remember how I got to this page with like whatever, something that was different on it, the non-violent communication worksheet thing. Like how I need to figure out how I can access the other resources on this page. Read.wg pay scale. Okay, wait, let's see what WG pay scale is. Another WordPress site. Another WordPress site. And it is same exact theme or template here. Now, how did you find this? And it's talking about the federal wage system was created to ensure that the payment and payment schedule. And then that links to payschedule.net, which isn't available right now. And then this has just the same, like, I don't know, seemingly information. But then you're saying I can go to web, a web subdomain, which takes us to printable templates free. And it's the same thing. And then you're telling me there's also a read for this one. Kid Zone. So, okay, this is the one that we couldn't get to before. Read.wg pay scale brings us to Kids Zone. Written by John Lennon. John Lennon. From the Beatles. No, say it ain't so. Let's explore short vowel words with John Lennon. In the English language, vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Each vowel can represent two main sounds, short and long. A as in strawberry fields forever. U as in yellow submarine. Sorry, I'm done. So more AI generated blog post type of thing. And then we have a page called Printable Planner, except clicking that doesn't actually do anything. Because it just says category Printable Planner, and then it's just the same posts. Just the same posts. And then we have our nav bar menu on the right here, which is just Kids Zone, Printable Planner. I removed docs from. Oh. Wait, I did this? That's right. That's right. Okay, hold on. We really need to update this. So first of all, this is big. So first things first, I need to put a little caveat here, which is that the first thing we had to do, this was, what was it? This was docs. This had docs in front of it. Dude, change black, please. There we go. This had docs in front of it. Now, when you take off the docs, that's what actually takes us to the blog.payrollschedule.net. So I need to fix my red string here. We go from here to here. And then that takes us down to here. And then we have payrollschedule.net if we get rid of the blog, right? Get rid of the blog. And then what did that do? That brought us to the weird site that was talking about the payroll schedule calendar. And then this has the read, right? Well, that has the 404, but it has the calendar, which takes us to the calendar site. So now, again, remind me, how is it that we found, what was it? How is it that we found this one? The WG pay scale. How did you find that? We're going to add calendar, payroll. It came from Cholo Nautas. Which printable I click, no matter which printable I click on, it's always WG pay scale. Interesting. So you're just saying some of these where it's taking me to payroll schedule, it's taking you somewhere else. Interesting. Okay, that's important to note. So this can either take us to payrollschedule.net, or it can take us to WG pay scale. Let's see, what font are we gonna do here? I gotta scroll up. I gotta go back to where the fonts were. Okay, we can't do wingdings, unfortunately. Oh, I got an Arial. Someone said Arial. I'll hit him with the classic. So WG pay scale dot, what is it? .com, .net, what was it? I gotta clean some of this up. WGPayscale.com. And then this one, again, can take you to, you can have, what do we have? Read dot or calendar dot. Did we try others like blog? Whoops. Blog dot WG pay scale. Hello? Okay, I had to solve a CAPTCHA. I went in, extra safe with the VPN, okay? And it just takes me to a 404. So I don't even know, I don't know why, but okay. And then you're saying there's also a net.wg pay scale. No, it didn't work for me. We need to run a subdomain finder on this. And let me go back here. Okay, so read dot and calendar dot. And this is the kid zone. This is the kid zone. The read dot is the kid zone. Okay, that's important. Hold on. Let me move all this down. We're getting cramped here. I have plenty more space to work with. Let me work with my space. Okay. Printables dot wait, there's web, read, printables, and blog. Okay, now we're finding something new. Although it's funny, this is all just calendars again. But there's printable music worksheets, grade 2. Phonics worksheets. Okay, so just more worksheet slop. More worksheet slop, basically. About us. Welcome to Printable Worksheets, a place where learning becomes simple, fun, and accessible for every child. Okay, we gotta add another box here. Printables. Phonics fandom, who up pronouncing? Who up pronouncing? Okay. So that's interesting. Let me run the subdomain thing scan on payroll schedule as well. Let's see what we get. We get blog, calendar, print, read, worksheet. So these are ones we didn't see yet, but print, it gives us a 404. Read gives us 404. Worksheet does not. We do get something for this. We get reading comprehension worksheets and printable math worksheets. What? Disclaimer, the information provided on blog.w9taxform.com is for general informational purposes only. Hello, partner. Last I checked, we're not on blog.w9taxform.com, but I guess we're about to be. Yep, okay. It's the same. I don't know what I expected. It's the same site. It's the same site, different domain. Okay. So where were we? Now payroll schedule. Wait. Hold on. This also has, what was it? Worksheet. It's worksheet dot payroll schedule. Let's see, new font. Go for a little bit of, let's go for some We'll go Undertale font. This is worksheet. Okay, no, wait, that font is way too wide. I'll do this. Payroll schedule. .net. Okay, and then this has a disclaimer. This has a disclaimer page on it. Disclaimer. Which takes us to yet another site, which is w9taxform.com. And it's the same site. And I'm going to guess that this one probably also has its own subdomains. Oh yeah, blog. Blog.w9taxform. And so then this has read as well, which takes us to printables. Water cycle printable. Ooh, we got an author on this one as well. Ajirun. Got a pretty good portfolio. Once again, all written in a day. All in a day's work. Can I leave a comment? Would this actually show up if I posted a comment here? I don't know if I'm going to find out. So W9 tax form, which again has, I guess let's run another subdomain checker on this. Blog read templates doesn't take us anywhere. Web, we do, yeah. Dangerous site. I bet it's just another 404. But we can double check. See, I get this, and then it just takes me to a 404. Okay, no, it didn't this time. But it is just the same site, so I don't really know why this one was malicious. Privacy policy. Who we are. Suggested text. You should probably just say that like your website address is web.w9taxform.com. I think that would probably make sense. Comments. Here's what I suggest. Just say something about like visitors leave comments. We collect the data, just to post the comments, the basic stuff. Let's see. As far as cookies, here's what I suggest. Just say, if you leave a comment, then, you're opting into cookies because we're saving your name and your email just so that you can, easily comment again. That's just what I suggest for a privacy policy. That's just what I think you should probably put. This one is dangerous because Big Calendar doesn't want the little planner community to succeed. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. They're trying to snub them. So this has the usual domains, which is like read.printable, or what was it? Web, and then what was the other one? Templates. Templates, read, blog, web. So what do you guys make of this, though? That's my actual question, is like, what does this mean, though? Ad farm? Yeah, but like, I guess I have my ad blocker off, so I don't know how many ads. Like, maybe this is an ad would normally be in this spot. But to me, it's just like, there's still questions, like, there's things that are hard to explain, like why Kids Zone here? Why Kids Zone? All of a sudden. And John Lennon. Some of the sites seem to not be interconnected and just scraped the same image. But I think they are. I think they are, though. Because every single one, they have these same subdomains to them. Blog, templates, printables. I mean, not just like blog, you could explain, like, okay, maybe a lot of things have blog. But like the repeated use of calendar as a subdomain, templates or printables, or read as a subdomain. It's really weird. Like it's too consistent. And then this one literally references this one. You know what I mean? And then the WG pay scale and what was it? And the payroll schedule. These two literally come from the original Peruvian site. They both come from the same site. So they are quite literally all connected. They are quite literally all connected. I actually feel pretty strongly that they are. Muted? Me? I shouldn't be. I think your headphones went out. Or I just wasn't talking for a while. If that's what you were talking about. Printable consent to treat minor form. We can barely wait, printable. And so, yeah, this just takes you, I mean, this is not even about, like, there's no page here, there's no parameters in the URL, none of that. It's all saved in the cookies. It is all just local storage based on when you first visit here, I guess. Let me see if I can grab the cookie data here. So we have, here are the cookies that we have. Hopefully I'm not doxing myself. No, we have cat OK data. We have CF clearance, is unique, and is visitor unique. These are from statcounter.com. Those are irrelevant. But these two, I'm guessing, are what tells it. I'm guessing one of these has to be what tells it the data. The data of like what page to display, what printables to show. Now, is there a way I can modify this cookie? Does anybody know? Any computer nerds? No. Oh, I can edit value. Okay. I can edit value. Well, is this like base 64 encoded or what? Hold on. So this is base 64 encoded. So if you decode it, it's just JSON. It's JavaScript object notation. So it's a JSON object containing data, site URL. So the site URL is interesting. It's the one we came from, Trollonautas. And then the ID, we can barely wait printable. Name, that's, I guess, going to be the header of the page. And so perhaps I can edit this, and will it give me something else? Somebody give me an example. Like what should I try to search for? See if I can get it to give me a different result. Someone come up with something, because my search success rate has been pretty low so far. Rainbow, fish, banana nuts. But like, what would the ID be? I think this ID might actually have to be something that would show up. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's test first. Let's just change the name. JamLab, banana and nuts, awesome, cool. Okay. Let's just try changing the name and see if that just changes what displays as the header on the site. Here we go. This is updating live, right? No. Can we go the other way around? Encode. Stop. Okay. Now, where was I? Which one of these many tabs is it? Oh, which one of these many tabs? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's edit the value. Edit the value. Paste this. And now let's refresh. The suspense is killing me. It's not loading. Okay. That didn't do anything. No mention of JamLab on this page. It still says we can barely wait. Now let me see what the cookie says now that I've done that. Okay, the cookie retained the name value. So that wasn't changed or reset. It just looks like it doesn't use that. It just looks like that value isn't used. That key isn't used. So let's change this now. Let's just start off. Let's start off calm. Let's do. I saw rainbow and fish earlier. I'm gonna do rainbow and fish together. And let's see. Hold on. Let me encode this now. Okay. And then, dang it, I lost the tab again. Edit value. Paste that in there. And now we refresh. And let's see what it gives us. I feel confident that this is actually just not going to work. That it's not going to show anything. But it would be crazy if it did. I think there might be very specific pages on the site, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just... Okay, yeah. This is the default page. This is the default page that we got, same as when we cleared the cookie. So it looks like if it didn't find anything with that ID, then it basically just defaults to the regular page. It didn't find anything with the rainbow fish ID, so it just showed us the default page. Yeah. So there you go. So you can't just search anything. There are specific pages with specific IDs, but all of that is saved within a cookie. Make of that what you will. We missed the music. True. I got so locked in, I forgot about it. Why? Hold on. There we go. Sorry about the music, guys. I got so locked in I forgot about it. Oh, now it's a bit loud. Okay, we're so back. Okay. So I think the ultimate question that remains now well, there's a few. Let me really quick search. Okay, this has a lot of subdomains. So Cholonautas also has, we only saw docs and we saw maybe a few others. It has like every single one of them. Every single subdomain that we've seen before. And some new ones. So there's calendars, there's calendar, there's crossword, there's docs, there's read, there's schedule, there's templates, there's word search, and there's worksheet. There's Bible word search. Not anymore, it looks like, but okay, calendar brings us to a page that exists but doesn't have anything on it. Now, what if I type something over here? Redirects to payroll schedule. Crossword similarly has nothing on it. Let me try /n/ something. Again, payroll schedule. Docs, same thing, but this one should take us. This is the one that takes us to an actual site when we put something in here. Which is strange, but that's what it does. Okay, and then read is a page that has content on it. Three 4-letter words from napkin. Planner template. 3-letter words with H as the second letter. I mean, it's not, what? It's H is the first letter in these words. And if I click one of these, I'm guessing payroll schedule, indeed. Payroll schedule, indeed. This has got to be the most random page. 4-letter words that start with Zer. And then the picture is like, okay, yeah, thanks. This really helps. You know, you showing columns that don't even go up to the letter past J. This really helps with letters that start with Zer, or 4-letter words that start with Zer. Guys, the only word I can think of is zirconium. What's a 4-letter word that starts with... Hello? Okay, web server is down. Fake doctor's note, Georgia? Huh? This is templates. This is the template subdomain. Fake doctor's note. IOU note. Pinewood Derby car templates. Wait, I gotta know what a fake doctor's note looks like. And it just takes us to payrollschedule.net, of course. Another web server down. Worksheet takes us, again, no content on this site. Hold on. Okay, I thought something might be happening. Just payrollschedule.net again. So those were all the subdomains that we hadn't looked at yet. And all of them except the docs really don't do anything. The templates, we had the fake, Georgia doctor's note, but... I think the kind of ultimate thing to do here to round out this investigation. And it's sort of like the game I always like to play with these is, okay, we've identified an infinite something, an infinite slot machine of some kind. We've identified this strange network of web scraping sites. Now the question is, because I don't think we've seen them all. We've been going for a while and we just keep finding new stuff. So the question that I always like to ask and try to solve is, how can we methodically find a way to discover all of these that exist? And the question is, and I guess where my head goes is like a Google search term. So like a lot of them have to do with worksheets or printables. So is there something I can look up that's like printables, you know, something like that, that will just give me a list of all this? Like, what could I look up that would just show me all the results would just be like these slop websites? Like if you look up free printables, I'm looking up free printables right now, but it's like, I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of legit websites, or at least more legit websites. Like, check out this one, freeprintable.com. I mean, come on. I can't say a bad word about this one. Family safe, 5-star privacy secure. Come on. But like, this is an ancient website. Put respect on the name. Put respect on the name. See, now this is what an actual free printable worksheet website looks like. This is actually coherent, actual curated list of like mathematics worksheets here. They're in some kind of order that makes sense. Like, this is what an actual printable worksheet site, like, stamp of approval for this right here. Huge stamp of approval. Vouch. If you need a worksheet, go to freeprintable.com. Oh, I cleared up my music. I just realized I deleted all my tabs and I cleared the music. What am I doing? There we go, much better. So what do I look up? What do I look up? Wait, I just found something actually funny. I was just mindlessly clicking around on the Cholonautas page, and we got Among Us, Inner Sloth, creators of Among Us, and the Henry. But then we got one of the images is actually a GIF, graphics interchange format image. And I don't think we had seen one of those yet. Oh, and then there's this, plastic injection molding. Eyelash extension gift or plastic injection molding? Which one are you choosing? Like, eyelash extension daughter or plastic injection molding son? Which are you choosing? Ooh. Or dirt from shavings non-binary child. Wait, those are your three options. Dirt from shavings. This is a very interesting collection of images here. And the funny thing is, like, I bet if I reverse image search this, I would probably get like yeah, Amazon, Walmart results. Like, this is probably just an advertisement. Shein. Just web scraping advertisements and putting it up on a page about Among Us, apparently. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't think of how do I acquire a list of domains like these that we've seen? Or maybe we saw all that there is to see, but I don't know. Maybe there's other Peruvian domains that were targeted. I don't know. Like, maybe that's a hint. I am scrolling back. Random Twitch streamer 62 to see your message about the you sent this domain, which is another .edu.pe domain, and appears to just host a bunch of random PDFs, some of which are worksheets. Some of which are definitely worksheets. This probably doesn't seem right. Yeah, it's in the drawer of random things. I found Giantess growth story on there. Yeah, so okay, so I don't think that this is should be an official .edu.peru site. So there's something there that could be said, that maybe there's some widespread exploitation of this top level domain. But again, I don't know, like, how do I find... I could search for more .edu.pe sites. But from a quick search, most of them that are coming up are real universities. I guess I should go to the last page of Google search results, right? I'm deep in the Google search results right now, and everything looks like legit universities under this domain. Okay. Nope. I kid you not. It's like, it's comedy at this point. You know how I said no matter what top level domain you search for, you're gonna find Southeast Asian gambling sites. Are you kidding me? PG slot 168. I see Thai. There's Thai script. The realm of intense gaming. And there's another one down here. Like, if I try to go to them, they don't, they're down. They are, it's literally every top level domain in existence. They found a way. They found a way to promote their gambling on it. There is something crazy about that. But yeah, throughout all of this, everything looks pretty normal. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with these worksheets. And I can't really think... I can't think really of like any other way that I could find more of them. maybe like searching some of this like sort of fluff text. Guys, so I searched, what was it? I searched some of this, you know, like garbage text about Printables are a powerful tool that can help you streamline your workflow. And let me just say, if you know, you know. If you know, you know what just came up. And that's where I've got to end this video. And by video, I mean live stream. But I'm imagining it as if it is going to become a YouTube video. I don't know if it is. But that's where I have to end this exploration. And the reason why is because at the time that we are speaking right now, live, some of you don't know what this is. And I've done recorded an entire video about it that isn't out yet. So just take this as a little sneak preview, or if I end up editing this and making it a video later on, then you've already seen this episode and you know exactly what this is. And somehow we've just connected right on back. So yeah, this is something that we discovered the other day. Not saying that they're like connected in any meaningful way, but just the fact that everything is a circle on the internet. Everything is connected. So I think the conclusion is that all of this has one giant red arrow. And what is it pointing at, guys? Uh-oh. There you go, that's me. The moral of today's story is weird things found on the internet. That's what it all comes back to. At the end of the day, it's all Jam Lab. That's all it ever was. Yeah, so the actual summary for anybody who missed parts here or there and just wants a recap. The official summary is basically this. We started at this domain, which is clearly a compromised domain that used to house an actual institution of some kind that is now defunct and has been since 2006, I believe. This site had some similarities to another site that we found on that it linked to, but is now defunct, called Lisa Printables. Okay, just one piece of the puzzle, maybe one node in the web here. Other nodes in the web are other sites that this redirects to, which is if you get rid of the docs, subdomain on this Cholonauta site, then you get a series of posts that can redirect you to various other sites in this strange free printable network, including payrollschedule.net or WGPayscale. And from there, it just keeps on going. It just keeps on multiplying. Payrollschedule.net leads to worksheet.payrollschedule.net. And that one, if you click the disclaimer text, it falsely claims that the site is w9taxform.com. And if you go to w9taxform.com, you realize it is yet another free printable site, just like all the others. And all of these have these similar set of weird subdomains, including like blog, read, templates, or printables, or calendar, all of which are just more pages with this random AI generated or web scraped content on it. And also along the way, we found a worksheet from a therapist or something, like a client to a patient, which led us to it was from carepatrons.com, which is stinky doo-doo garbage. Yeah. And that's about it. That's what we've discovered today. That's the depth of the discoveries. Again, not really answers, other than maybe just ad farming, just getting clicks through Google search results. But why printables? I don't know. Maybe that's just the niche they thought they could step into. Some things are better left unanswered, but deeply explored. We found all the content there was, and now we just leave more confused than when we started. And that's the fun of it, really. There you have it. Why is this page? These are the music, the sheet music, and half of the page is just blank. Just white space. Anyways. Yeah. And our music perfectly ended, along with our exploration. How about that? Another shout out. Another ChristmasMusicSongs.com, twohappybears.com. You could just I could make a whole nother, exploration out of just like reverse image searching and like going to the sites mentioned in these images or like the sites that these images come from. I mean, you could really just map out the whole internet, the whole web, using one of these like web scraped sites. Oh yeah, but shout out to the Discord members, people that are sending stuff in the tip line channel. There's been some great discoveries lately. And it's fun. I'm glad that other people find this stuff as intriguing as I do, and that we can all share in it and explore it together. It's really something. I have no idea what House of Leaves is. What up, AC Spades 17? I'm not ending stream necessarily. Don't end stream for searching for punctuation on the OG site. I thought I did. Searching for punctuation. Oh, okay, I did a comma and it brought me to this. The 21st century has brought extreme shifts in exactly how we regard and value design. I'm obsessed with internet rabbit holes that aren't necessarily creepy, just entertaining or just interesting. Yeah, if I was a different type of YouTuber, or like, dare I say, most YouTubers, then all my videos would be like, I'm thinking like Nexpo vibes. It'd be like, what I found on this domain was something that I never could have imagined. So grab your popcorn and get comfy. Here's the chilling story of docs.cholonautas.edu.peru. It's like, no, this is just funny. This is just some. I mean, if we're being realistic, like all these things, like they're weird and like sometimes just not like the feeling of creepiness is just caused by not understanding something. But at the end of the day, like this is just probably somebody who is trying to set up a bot network to see if they could make money by like, you know, mass producing, by like generating a site that just mass produces content. It's the same as like so many of these other things. And like at the end of the day, it's not that, it's more about just someone being a scammer or you know, trying to make easy money doing something morally unscrupulous than it is actually something creepy. And like it's even hard for me to find it creepy just because how much it's so ridiculous, the random content and stuff. Like it really is just funny. How does he not know what House of Leaves is? Oh, it's a book? A complex and experimental horror story known for its unconventional structure, footnotes, and unique page layouts. Wait, that sounds cool. Sounds creepy though. Sounds like it's supposed to be scary. Yeah, people, they really just try as hard as they can to make stuff seem scary. Especially when, like, because, like, if that's just your whole channel's brand, like, with Nexpo, it's like, what are you gonna... People, like, expect... Or I'm sure there's other creators like that. I just don't know many of them by name. Or, like, I guess, like, Wendy Goon kind of does... I think he does, like, creepy stories, usually. Or, like, at least... delivers them in sort of like a creepy way. And it's like stuff like that, you kind of like lock yourself into like, oh, this is your niche, this is your subject, or this is your style, is like you do these creepy stories. So you kind of just have to make everything creepy. Because there's so many things out there and so many things that are genuinely interesting, but they're not even that creepy. But you kind of just have to make them creepy because that's now your brand and that's like how you sell it, right? That's how you get people to click, is because it's like, oh, this interesting creepy story. And it is interesting because it's like I struggle with my videos sometimes. Is like, how do I sell this? So like the video I just recorded, it's like I'm already thinking, what am I gonna make the title and thumbnail? Wendy Goon? I can't believe I knew when I said that. I was like, okay, I didn't know somebody was gonna say it, but I was like, I hope nobody says makes fun of the way I pronounce that. I'm sorry, I barely overemphasized the E in between Wend and Goon. Wendigoon. Wendigoon. Like, I didn't say Wendy Goon, but anyways. What was I saying? Sometimes I'm just like, how am I even gonna like market this video? Like, what even is the title and thumbnail? If I were to honestly describe what I did in this video, it was I looked at completely insane network of like completely nonsensical like heaps of content posted on the World Wide Web. But it's like interesting, it's entertaining if you watch it, trust me. But how do I just say like, hey, I clicked on a bunch of random bizarre stuff that I found on the internet? That alone to me, I mean, like maybe it's like you guys would be like, oh, well, that sounds interesting to me. Yeah, well, you watch my channel and you know what to expect. But it's like, how do I reach a new audience? How do I reach new people and convince them? Because I do think what I do is entertaining, but how do I convince people this is a video that if you click it will be entertaining? Because it's so hard to even explain what I'm doing. It requires so much context. It's like, yeah, it certainly isn't very easy to do in the sort of, you know, attention economy, as they say, where it's just like, well, put boobs in the thumbnail, put capital letters, and maybe you know, within the first 10 seconds, you got to be screaming at the top of your lungs. I get a really specific feeling with this internet where it's like there's something so large and unknowable happening that we're all complicit in. There's so much going on that's unknown to us, and we'll never find it all. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think that's what I find interesting about it too. It's like the fact that there's something. I mean, it's kind of like the whole universe. You know, it's like there's so many people in the world, and those people are living lives that are not weird to them because they're the ones living them. Like the people creating this stuff, it's not weird to them. It's not unexplained to them because they can explain it. They could tell you. And it's so easy to make things that are so genuinely interesting on the internet when you just don't have the context behind it. And that's so much of what it is because it's anything can be out there. And it really is like the amount of data that exists that is publicly accessible on the web is more than you could ever go through in your lifetime or like 10 lifetimes. So it's kind of like exploring the ocean. You know, there's so much we don't know about the ocean, and the ocean is just too large and too impossible to explore it all. Got to convince the audience that the information concerns them in some way, and that's the problem because it just doesn't. Like it's not actually meaningful in like a important serious way. It's entertaining, which I mean, provides value. But it's like, okay, if you don't watch this video about, I don't know, about looking up weird top level domains and finding Vietnamese gambling sites, like, okay, yeah, there's not really any information in there that's going to change the course of your life. Finding infinite printables. Yeah. You got me. I'm clicking that. What's an infinite printables? Okay, guys. I am not ending stream. I don't think. Not this second. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, though. So, brief intermission, and then I will be back here. So, if you're just joining, don't worry. There's more to come. And if you've been here, then you don't have to leave yet, but you can if you will. I'm not going to beg you to stay. And thank you for watching if you are leaving. Okay, I'll be right back though. See you all in a second. I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Hi, stream.
Welcome back.
What if I hit the...
That's good. No, that's
Okay.
good. That's good. That's good for sure.
All right, that's for you, stream. That's for you, stream. Really
That's for
quick.
them.
Out.
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 They all said hi.
Aw.
Germa is live? Alright, bye guys. I'll see you later. Hold on. Okay, let me save this let me save this drawing, or you know what? Even better. Let me drop it in the Discord. You know, I had this thought the other day. I was like, you know, there was like a meta for a while where streamers would just like watch entire anime, like, you know, they just watch through an entire show, an entire season on stream. And they just like sit there. They're not even like really reacting. They're just watching it with stream, with chat. And they like crack down on that. But I was wondering, at like, when is the meta gonna be like just watching other streamers? Like, I could just pull up Germa right now, you know? I could just pull up Northern Lion and I just put my webcam in the corner. It's like, oh, I'm just reacting to his stream live. And I'm surprised that, I mean, maybe people do that. Maybe like small streamers, so I don't know that it's happening. But that very well could be a thing. And I feel like it works because, like, right now, like, if anybody in chat is like, I love Germa, but I want to watch Jam Boys live. If I started watching Germa on stream right now, I bet you'd be happier than just watching Germa. Because you're getting the best of both worlds. But unfortunately for you all, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I think maybe I'm going to play roller coasters for a little bit to round out the end of stream here. I'm sorry for those weird noises. I opened Steam and I had opened this game, trailer for this game, which is by some artist that I've seen on Twitter, and looks really cool. And it's like, well, I'll just show you the trailer. They're like a pixel artist. This is the React content. This is our React content. But anyways, those were the weird noises that you heard. And I guess it's like a roguelike, but with dice. And I guess like there's some betting or like, you know, not necessarily betting, but you know, it's like card game-esque, maybe Balatro-esque. It looks so neat. I'm a big fan of this guy's art. And if the game is fun, I mean, the art alone, I've already sold me on it. But so there you go. Yeah, hit it with a wish list, guys, if you're interested. It's a great way to support them. It's releasing in a couple weeks, I think. May 20th. That's close to my birthday. Jam play the Stanley Parable? Maybe I should one day on stream. Oh, and I'm already getting friend requests. It's so over. Should have never shown my username. Who is this? It's Franek. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's like Frank, but with an E between the N and the K. Franek or Franek on he's on Twitter. Let's do a little roller coasters. Do a little roller coasters. And let me get a little soundtrack going for roller coasters. This is the scenario that I was on last time I played. We are just a few months from beating the scenario. So I'm just basically going to sit here until the scenario's done. And, hey, which of these rides is playing music? I gotta turn it off. There we go. Go on. So yeah, basically just gotta wait until October. But, you know, if you haven't seen this park so far, this is our Victoria Falls Park. Beautiful, beautiful piece of land we got here. Enter the park. Dude, you got a line of giraffe statues. It's beautiful. We got some nice drop towers and rides over here. And of course, the real attractions of the roller coasters. So here's our wooden... This is a wild mouse coaster. Got some nice crazy turns and all of that good stuff. Go up over the station here. Oh, gotta love that. Then we got our giraffe coaster, okay? This is a pretty simple wooden coaster. Just takes you a lovely little path through the woods here. Dip around, curve around through the trees. It's not a long coaster. It's more just about the experience. The experience of the old-fashioned wooden feel and going through the forest. Now this is one of my personal favorites, the Rhino coaster here. This one's got a special corkscrewing lift. So you go all this way up, around, round, round in this helix. And then you get a real exciting drop at the end. Check it out. 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 Okay, check it out. Nice big drop there. Go around this building here. I mean, just fun times all around. Now our biggest and baddest coaster we've got here is our big looping coaster. Actually, this one might be even more. They're both pretty intense. Nice big steel looping coaster here, and my favorite part is there's floating antelopes, okay? It's not every park. It's definitely not every park where you see floating antelopes. So you got some nice loops and some corkscrews in here. Good times all around. And this one, similar, we got a Cobra Loop, one of my favorites, one of my favorite roller coaster features. Lots of looping, duping. And then the most boring roller coaster, the inversion coaster here, where you just go up, then you go down, and then you go up again. And wait, hold on. I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know if you know what's going to happen. And then you go back down again. So yeah, that's the park. That's pretty much. I mean, there's like mini golf here, which I'm actually, you know, it's a really nice mini golf course. It's actually suspended over the walking path, so you're kind of floating while you're playing. And then we have what I call the floating island, which is just a lift that takes you up to a floating island that takes you to a chair lift that takes you down from the floating island. Really, guys? It's anything to be... Oh, I almost forgot the barrel coaster here. I mean, this one's pretty straightforward. You just go really, really, really fast until you reach the top of this... Well, I couldn't even zoom out that far, but you reach the top of that spike and then you go back down. I would spend Disney money to go here. Well, thank you. The ticket prices are actually right now at $90 per person. And that's because the park, the whole point of this scenario is you have a limited space to work with, right? I can't expand any further than this. So all of my guests are complaining that it's too crowded, which is making them unhappy, and then they were committing acts of vandalism. All it is not great. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? My park is too popular, and I can't expand. I can't get bigger. So the only way I could drive down the demand was by making it unaffordable. So now it's ridiculously expensive, and yet I'm still chilling at over 1,500 guests in this park right now. The money I'm making is unreal, except I'm actually losing money. Let's buy some advertising. Let's buy some food, free food vouchers for free French fries. Boom. I don't know. I'm just doing anything at this point. I need that fast forward button. Like I've won the scenario, so the challenge, the goal, to achieve a park value of 225,000 at the end of October. I was at 250. The park value continuously goes down as rides get older; they lose value. But yeah, I've just been so much of just waiting for October to come for the challenge to end because Wait! Hidden secret. I never saw that before. There's flamingos over here. Chris Sawyer. Little Easter egg. Little Easter egg for those with eyes to see it. You think there's any, like, a giraffe in here? Oh, there's a tree with, these felines on it. Wait, what? Giant beanstalk? Can I create one of those? Can I make a beanstalk? Dude, how do you... How? Vine tree, jungle tree with vines. Oh, here we go. Miscellaneous objects, giant beanstalk. Wait. Oh, that's so huge. Guys. How tall can I make a giant beanstalk? Okay, maybe I've reached the limit. Wait, maybe not. There we go. Hold on. Boom. There's my giant beanstalk. Everybody, they're all coming to the park. They're talking about the giant beanstalk. They're saying it's something special. They're saying that my park has like the secrets to immortality or something hidden within the giant beanstalk. Okay, it's September, guys. All I have to do is make it one more month. Man, I really lost money in August. What's going on with that? Staff wages. Staff wages and food and drink. No, it's mostly staff wages really did me in. Also, I don't need to be doing research anymore. Let me turn off research. How do I do that? I always forget how to do this. Click here, boom. No more research funding. And then let's just lay off a bunch of workers, I think. Don't need you. I don't really care about you. Don't really care about you. Let's hire a security guard, actually. Maybe we do need one of those. And then... see, I probably don't need this many handymen. There you go. If you ever need more money, just lay off staff. I wonder if I could fit one more roller coaster in here. Hippo ride. Wait! I have access to this water over here. I could make a water ride over here. Wait, what? Oh, this is, oh, okay, I get it. It's one of those rides where you don't see where you're going because it's underwater. So we're gonna have to put like animals and scary and spooky stuff or whatever. Like, oh, I'm gonna run into the giant beanstalk, but then you're not. That's the thing. You're not actually gonna do that. We need to redesign this a little bit. We need more headroom back here. Okay, did I nail it, guys? Hold on. Did I crush it? Entrance, exit, boom. Now I just need to see. Oh, they won't even be able to access that because of the stupid ground. Okay, hold on. We can fix it though. You just need to edit this. And move the station a little bit more forward. And then we need to grab this, delete that, boom, okay. Everyone's gonna be talking about the hippo ride. You don't understand. Okay, we're probably gonna need a queue line actually though. Is the thing. Not sure how I'm gonna do that. Because this is gonna be a really slow ride. So we're probably gonna need it to be like, if we can do a line that wraps around over here. There we go. That could work. And then we'll just have this back here. Okay. And then we just connect it up to the rest of the park. Hashtag winning. Oh wow, that's a lot of hippos. There's a lot of hippos. Alright, it's beanstalk time. I call it the beanstalk river ride. Chairlift still hasn't been fixed. Oh, hold on. In order to fix the chairlift, I gotta take one of my mechanics and then shake him all the way up here. No. Yes. Over here, buddy, to the exit. There we go. Alright, let's open this hippo ride, because people are already wanting to get on there. And let's go ahead and finish the last of these beanstalks. Even some giant grass? I don't know. Ooh, yeah, giant grass. Definitely giant grass. Dude, it's looking so good. Oh, wait, it's October. The game's about to end. I have to finish my hippo ride. Oil pump. Come on. What else? Rhino. Hippo. We gotta throw some hippos down here. Hippo. Okay. Maybe hippo 1. We have enough of hippo 2. Hippo 1. Bam, hippo. Bam, hippo. Okay. And then around here, you think you're gonna blow up. You think you're gonna hit this TNT, but you're not. And that's what we're gonna do. That's the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ride. They said it couldn't be done, but then I did it. I went and did it. And somebody already puked on the way over here. Come on, dude. Let me throw down some benches. Throw down some trash cans. Okay. Throw down some televisions because they're going to get bored waiting for the rhinos. So we need to stimulate them. And then on their way over to the rhino, they might also get hungry, or on their way out, so we need to add some food. And a couple bathrooms will be nice. Bathroom, ATM also. I don't think I have enough ATMs in my park. Need ATMs so people can spend their money. And that'll do it. Park value hit over 250K. And now we just wait for the end of October, which should be coming fairly soon here. Is this ride fixed yet? Okay, yes. Let's see what my park stats are at. good. You know what? I think everybody's loving it, actually. Thoughts? I'm not hungry. That's good. They're well fed. This path is disgusting. Okay. Is it what? What's going on? Did I fire? I probably fired too many of the cleaners, and now people are vomiting and nobody's picking it up. Why do they just? Okay. Why do they have to vomit everywhere? I don't understand. Why can't you just take it to a bathroom? And I don't even see vomit. Where's the vomit? Why are people saying everything's so dirty? I don't even see vomit. Oh, there's some vomit. Why? There's vomit there. There's a handyman walking by this, and he's just not cleaning the vomit or the litter. This is why I lay them off. It's because they're not even doing their job right. It's embarrassing. And look, now we have benches that are being destroyed. Because people are vandalizing because of the park is nasty. Uh-oh. This coaster just broke down and little Billy's on here. Just stuck. Oh, no, it's Sandra Ellen. She could not be more happy, so you know what? It doesn't even matter. She literally she is cheesing. How are people enjoying the hippo rides? Deidre? I mean, incredibly happy, cheesing. Everybody looks pretty happy, you know what I mean? Katrina is like pretty happy, not cheesing, but pretty happy. The main thoughts. Look, how does this happen? Okay, I won. But what I was gonna say is, look at everybody clapping for me. Here we go, Jamal B. How can everybody be? First of all, very content, not hungry or thirsty. That's the number one thoughts people are having. That's a sign that I'm doing something right. But how are people saying this path is disgusting, and also they're saying at the exact same time, look, now the most thought thing is this park is really clean and tidy. How is both happening? I don't understand. And I don't even see the vomit. I think they're losing their minds. Okay, well that was, what's it called? Over the Edge is the name of that scenario. Completed. Done and dusted. Yeah, no, actually, it's like they're throwing litter on the floor and then complaining about it. Is that's got to be what's happening. Let's see. Guys, I'm debating. There's a lot more beginner parks left. And I don't mean to be, I don't know, what's the word? Like cocky. I don't mean to get overzealous here. But it's just that so far, oh look at that, that bothers me. The first four, I typed my name, Jamal B, all one phrase. And on this one, I put a space, and now they look different. Unacceptable. I just don't know, like, I don't know if I should go and finish all of these beginner parts, because I feel like I've just got the hang of it now. They're not, like, super challenging me. I feel like it might be time to move on to the challenging perks. I just realized they're like the same themes, kind of. Similar themes, it looks like. Like this is rock and roll flower power, and it's all like Roaring 20s theme. And then we have the Roaring 20s Schneider Cup. Then we have African Diamond Mine, which is crazy. And then the one we just did was Africa Victoria Falls. Wow. Wow, that is a lot of diamonds per second. Look at that mining they're doing. What is this? We have a chairlift. This is a crazy park. This is a crazy pre-built park that we have here. A wooden looping coaster? Well, anyways, I was just kind of looking to get a feel for, like... This is so funny to me, though. But yeah, I'm not sure if maybe I should just move on from the beginner parks. The beginner parks, because I feel like they're like too easy for me now. And maybe I should just move on to the challenging ones. Parks. Australasia. Europe, North America, South America. Then there's Canary Mines, Crumbly Woods, Gravity Gardens. I hear like this one's a hard one. And then there's Expert. These ones are really hard, I guess. I don't know. Look, the objective is park value of 300,000 at the end of October year 5. I mean, the challenge I just did was 225,000 at the end of year 4. So unless there's something that makes this much more difficult. Gemini City, show off your inventive utopia vision of the future. Like, is there something that makes this one more difficult? I don't think so. Oh my, what? That's crazy. $2027 park? Yeah, this is happening next year. Well, anyways, honestly, I think I might end stream now. I think I might end stream there. Hate to do it to him, but you know, actually my throat has been hurting recently. And I think I should give it a rest. Because it's been hurting because I've been talking for 3 hours straight, so I think I'll have to close it off there. But tomorrow's another stream day, so you know, don't fret. Unless you live in a time zone where you won't be able to watch the stream tomorrow, in which case you better start fretting. That's all I can say. But yeah, thanks everyone who was around for the live weird things found on the internet. Second one so far. That was it. That was an interesting little journey, little rabbit hole we went on. Fun stuff. So thank you everyone for joining. And hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow for the next stream. But if not, video coming soon. Video coming soon as always. And maybe this stream will be turned into a video. So that might be coming soon as well. Can relive it all. Relive all of our wonderful moments together today. But yeah. Alright. Thank you, anybody who subbed. I don't know if anybody's here that subbed. But I'll say to the void anyways. Thank you for the subs. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. And I'll see you tomorrow or next time. Okay. Bye everyone.